Hello guys, welcome to another short learning video session of Intellect Penthomet. The topic for the day is India's biggest share market scam. Yes, many of you have guessed it right. Today we will be discussing Scam 1992, the Harshad Mehta story. Harshad Shantilal Mehta was born on 29th July 1954 in a Rajkot district. His early childhood was spent in Kandivali, Bombay, and then to Raipur's Motpara, Madhya Pradesh. There he studied in Holy Cross Bazaar Higher Secondary School. Harshad completed his BCom in 1976 from Lala Lajpat Rai College, Bombay. He worked some odd jobs for next 8 years. Mehta started his career as a salesperson in the Bombay office of New India Assurance Company Limited. During this time, he got interested in stock market and after few days, he joined brokerage firm. In early 1980s, he joined Harjivan Das Securities where he worked a jobber for the broker Prasann Pranjivan Das whom he considered his guru. In 1984, Harshad was able to become member of Bombay Stock Exchange as a broker and established his firm called Grow More Research and Asset Management. He actively started to trade in 1986. By early 1990, well-known people started to invest in his firm and utilize his services. During this period, especially in 1990 and 1991, media showed a loud sacred image of Mehta calling him the Big Bull. He was on a cover page article of some publications including popular economic magazine Business Today in an article titled Raging Bull. His flashy lifestyle of sea-facing 15,000 feet penthouse in a posh area of Worli complete with a mini golf course, swimming pool and top model cars. By 1990, he had risen to a position of prominence in Indian securities industry, with media advertising him as the Amitabh Bachchan of stock market. Talking about this scam, the ready forward deal scam is a way in which there exists a broker between two banks. When one bank wants to sell securities to fulfill cash need, it approaches a broker. This broker goes to another bank and tries to sell or loan the securities at some interest. Hence, Bank A will be receiving the cash amount and Bank B will earn through the rate of interest. For an example, Bank A will give securities to Harshad with 15 days time so that Harshad can find other banks who are willing to buy the securities or loan against them. On the other hand, Bank B will give Harshad money and 15 days so that Harshad can find other banks who are in need of cash. This way Harshad used to have cash and securities with him. Since Harshad was a very well-known broker, he got check issued in his name instead of the bank. Harshad used to invest all the money in stock market every time. Once 15 days are over for Bank A, Harshad used to go to new bank that is Bank C and used to receive check on his name and the money he used to pay to Bank A. Harshad used to repeat the same process while using bank's money in the stock market. Harshad perfect the art of using fake bank receipts to obtain unsecured loans from the banking system. Using the bank's receipt scam, Mehta took the price of ACC in stock market from rupees 200 to 9,000 in a short period. The immediate impact of scam was a sharp fall in the share price. The index fell from 4,500 to 2,500, representing a loss of 1 lakh crore in market capitalization. This rapid fall was largest the stock market had ever seen. The 1992 scam raises many questions which involve many bank officials responsible for involvement with Mr. Mehta. In an interview with Monik Singh, he said that there was the involvement of many top bank officials. The scam caused the entire stock market of India to collapse. The banking system lost around 1800 crores. The chairman of Vijaya Bank committed suicide following the outbreak of news about the bank receipt scam. The scam also led to resignation of P. Chidambaram, who was accused of owning shell companies related to Mehta. The scam was orchestrated in such a way that Mehta secured securities from the State Bank of India against forged checks signed by corrupt officials and failed to deliver the securities. Investor lost thousands of rupees in exchange system. The scope of scam was so large that the net value of stock was higher than health budget and education budget of India. Mehta was convicted by the Bombay High Court and Supreme Court of India for his part in financial scandal around rupees 50 billion. The scandal exposed the loopholes in Indian banking system, Bombay Stock Exchange transaction system, and SEBI further introduced new rules to cover those loopholes. Out of 27 criminal charges brought against him, he was only convicted of 4 before his death at the age of 47 in 2001. So, guys, this was the journey of Harshad Mehta. If you find this video informative, then please do like, comment, and share. Follow Intellect Pentomet on Instagram and YouTube for such learning videos.